I'll be honest, I have no idea why anyone takes this one seriously. But let's do this. For those of you not familiar with it, the Kalam Cosmological Argument goes like this. Everything that begins to exist has a cause for its existence. The universe had a beginning. Thus, the universe had a first cause. That cause is God. Therefore, God exists. If you don't see the problem with this argument right away, let me explain it to you. It takes God's existence for granted. It assumes, without a scrap of evidence, that God is the cause of the universe. But who says that the universe's first cause was a thinking deity, much less the God of the Bible? But for all anyone knows, it could have just been some sort of quantum spark that started off the universe, utterly mindless and undirected. Yet people like Billy Lane Craig insist that not only was it a god, but it was their God, despite lacking any proof of this. And Kalam assumes that there was ever a first cause to begin with. This seems intuitively obvious, but it also seemed intuitively obvious that the Earth is flat, and that turned out to be wrong too. We can't trust our intuition in these matters, and should bow to facts instead. I don't like the idea of an infinite regress any more than your average theist, but I'm not going to reject it out of hand just because I find it unpalatable. That's part of what being a skeptic is all about, being willing to accept information you don't like when it turns out to be true. The fact is that the cosmological argument is, from top to bottom, an unfounded pile of unwarranted assumptions. It not only doesn't hold water, it wouldn't displace any if it was submerged. And it's made worse by the fact that it isn't even direct evidence of God's existence. Instead, it tries to sneak up on God, to prove his existence by inference. If the very best you can do is to try pointing to an event that could only happen if God existed, and then support that event with arguments that are more holes than substance, you're going to have to do better than that. You see, it's not enough that an argument feels satisfying. It also has to be factually accurate, and Kalam most emphatically does not have the facts on its side. And if you use it, you're clearly running on automatic instead of thinking, which is, bad. Knock it off. Please take the time to rate this video. And hey, if you dig what I do, subscribe. You might also enjoy my webcomic, The Adventures of Kinneara Baxter. You'll find a link in the info bar, along with a link to my Zazzle store. Buy a t-shirt today. Rating videos has been found to cause fresher breath, enhanced metabolism, and greater sexual magnetism.